For constructive rest pose arch cramp challenge stationary, you need to come to constructive rest pose, which is having your knees bent, feet flat on the floor and your spine flat on the ground. You need to make sure that your knees are directly out of your hips and stay this way throughout. You might notice that they want to hang wide or hang narrow as time goes on, and likewise with your feet. Like this. You want to make sure there's a straight line from ankle to hip. Your pelvis should be relaxed and you should feel flat through your lower back and through your pelvis on the floor, but don't force this down. It should just kind of settle and release there as time goes on. There should be no work going on through your abdomen or lower back. I want you to splay your toes wide, feeling contact with the ground with your fifth toe joint, your big toe joint and your heel, and just hold this here for a little while until you get that sensation of that tripod connection. Then shuffle your feet as far forward as you personally can manage whilst you are still maintaining contact with the floor with your big toe joints, your fifth toe joint, your heel, making sure that your legs are in a straight line out of the hip joint and that your lower back is not arching off the floor. So everyone is going to look different here. I can scooch my feet a little bit further forward because I'm still maintaining contact with my big toe joint and fifth toe joint on the floor. But if your big toe joint is lifting off the floor as you take your feet forwards, go backwards until you find the sweet spot where everything is in contact and you're just holding that position on the floor. So here, my pelvis is relaxed, my lower back is on the floor. If it wasn't, I would bring my feet closer to my bottom, and my feet are in contact in 3 points of both feet. So my big toe joint is connected to the floor. My fifth toe joint is connected to the floor. My heel is connected to the floor. And what this is doing is putting my ankles in a state of plantar flexion. It's kind of pointing them downwards and it's going to activate my big toe. If you can, without flaring your ribs and it feels comfortable, feel free to put your hands behind your head because this will also stretch out your shoulders. You are then holding this for potentially up to 5 minutes and you may feel all sorts of wobbling and burning going on all the way from foot to hip. So hold this, see what happens, but keep those toes in contact with the floor.